only woke up about an hour ago, about 3 o'clock, because last night, after finishing the last script, I can't just switch off. So instead of switching off, I started laying out post-it notes, breaking it down to Act 1, Act 2 Part 1, Act 2 Part 2 and Act 3, so that I can start structuring an unlikely hero, which is the script I wanted to work on next. So no rest for the wicked. There's other scripts that I would have preferred to have started working on rather than the unlikely hero. Because the unlikely hero is almost a blank slate. But the reason why I want to work on the unlikely hero is because essentially it's only about 3 characters and it revolves around one location. Not even just one location, like one room. So, and there's no major action in it. There's a little bit of action, but it doesn't happen in that room. And I don't really want to give away much more than that, but so the hard part about this next script is that it's purely dialogue driven. That all the conflict, all the tension, all the drama has to unfold through the interactions with the main character through to the other characters that are in different locations. The phone booth pops into mind. Colin Farrell, The Phone Booth. That's a film that did it. Obviously, that kind of film that takes that kind of premise isn't going to be an Oscar winner or an Academy Award winner. Well, maybe not obviously, but it's unlikely. So it's more of an exercise for me, both as a filmmaker and as a writer, to do things as economically as possible when it comes to the filmmaking side of it. Ah, feels good to get a walk in though. Slowly ease into this next script a little bit with my post-it bullet points. And once I've got that far, I think at the moment I'm going to be exploring the 3 characters and the structure of the film, because it seems to me that structure is going to be really important at this point, because it's going to define what happens with the dialogue, because there's no action in it. So the dialogue has to be the conflict. The dialogue is where I will have to dial things up and dial things down. So structure becomes more important rather than less important for the 3-story act, to drive that dialogue up at the right moment, at the right point, where maybe the audience is starting to drift a little bit, where their attention is starting to fade. So it's a real challenging script. I'm really looking forward to it. I like my premise, my setup, which I'm not going to give away. It's just a matter of doing the work, and I'm sure it won't take 10 years like The Mish. And The Mish didn't take 10 years for me to write. The Mish took 10 years for me to stop procrastinating on to complete it, or to learn 10 years to learn the lessons I needed to learn in order to have the capabilities of writing it. So it took that long, but it got there in the end, at least for the first draft. There's no promises that it'll make it to a second draft, but I'm sure it will. I'm treating every single one of my scripts as a writing exercise. But now I'm up to 5 feature scripts. I think it's time to start thinking about some of these scripts that I really want to produce more, focusing on the ideas that are the most producible, or at least the most economically producible. And here's Austin. Hey, Austin! Hey! Hey, boy! Hey, boy! Austin's huge. Austin, you're bigger than Bella now. That's enough, Austin. Calm down. I know Austin's been missing us. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey. Hey. Bandit. So that has been my day. I hope you've hit your goals. End of July now, beginning of August, so I can't believe we're already this far through the year. 2 feature scripts down, another 10 to go. So I've got another 10 of them. I thought I had another 5, but I actually got 10 script ideas, so I don't know if I'm going to write all of them, but I'm definitely going to write the ones that I started, put all this energy into, and then never completed, which means that they're going to be the harder ones. So things like Method Man-Eaters, Nocturnal, some of the other ideas that have been floating around for a while, like maybe the Pinocchio effect. Though I think with the Pinocchio effect I'm starting to sort of steer away from doing stuff for children, because I just don't know if I'm the right kind of writer for children's stuff. I don't have that kind of imagination. I don't have the innocence that I think I'd need to write children's stories. I just don't see the world that way. If that makes sense. And now straight into the next script. No hesitations. It felt like it was going to be impossible to finish that script. So there's a perfect example. Like that was by the time it was down to the last 10 pages, it seemed even harder. And then I realized I didn't need to write 10 pages. I could just write 6 pages. That's the thing about script writing. There's no hard and fast rules about when you need to stop the story. You have to decide that. And maybe I made the wrong decision, so I'll figure that out in draft 2. But for now, draft 1, I figured out as much as I need to figure out. Austin is heading home. He's walking kind of halfway down with us these days, so and then he just takes himself home, which is kind of good. As long as he stays off the road, stays away from the cars, that's all that matters to me. So anyhow, that's been my day. I've had a great day. I've hit on my goals because I haven't had any. Aside from doing this walk and sticking with my dietary goals, that's really all I've done today, and doing the vlog. So I guess I've stuck to some of my goals, but my point is that after a day where you've achieved such major goals as finishing a feature film script that you've been working on for over 10 years, it's been off and on. It's really been off and on. When you have a major achievement like that, it's okay to take a day off. It's okay to have a break. It's okay just to sit and veg, which is what I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm not going to try and challenge myself. I'm not going to try and achieve the impossible or be superhuman. I'm going to rest and get my energy back up so that I can get through to the next project and keep on going and keep on knocking off those projects and hitting my goals. So that is the advice that I give for anybody, is take things in small increments, and then once you've had an achievement, give yourself some rest time. Give yourself some downtime. But the most important thing, bite-sized chunks. Keep things small. Keep things, chip away at things. Don't try and dive into everything. Don't try and write an entire script in a week. You know, like, you can if you want to. You can try it, but if you burn out, then you may never come back to that script. So that's the important thing. If you do things in bite-sized increments, then you won't burn out. You'll have enough energy to move forward to the next project, which is sustainability is the most important thing. Nobody wants to be a one-hit wonder, to write an amazing script, to burn out, die, and have it never be produced. So that's my advice. Small increments, do things in an achievable, digestible ways, and you'll achieve your goals, like I did yesterday. So thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.